Hi, I'm Marisa,
And I'm Liam.
and you're listening to Marisa and the Moths, and this is Rhino Radio.
So today, through the magic of the internet, I have the honor of chatting with Marisa and the Moths. How you guys doing?
Hey! Nice to
So,
meet you.
speaking from isolation in Reading, how you guys dealing with being between four walls?
Yeah,
Bouncing off them a little bit.
yeah.
But yeah.
There's a lot of wine involved.
Yeah, there is a lot of
Oh,
So isolation definitely affected your touring schedule. You were supposed to, I think you had one weekend last weekend, and then a few more planned for this upcoming month. So how are you dealing with that as musicians that cannot work?
I guess it's the biggest thing initially was kind of, we were worried that we were letting our fans down, but then obviously as it got a bit more serious, it was kind of, we realized it was the only option. So we've taken control of the situation, and we've booked all of the replacement dates now. I think there's a couple more still to be confirmed, but we've moved the whole tour. It's just going to be in September, October time, as long as nothing else happens between now and
we were
then.
definitely just sad, really. We were so we were looking forward to it. But yeah, the response from fans has been just so nice, and we haven't had anyone. Literally, I don't think I've seen any comments of anyone being like,
Yeah, so
you should
supportive.
have done it. Everyone's just been so supportive and like said they rebuy tickets and everything. So it's really, really cool. It's so nice to see.
Yeah, definitely. Like if some people even offered to pay for the tickets and then buy them again later, kind of thing, which you can't actually do that, I don't think, anyway. Which is one thing, but yeah, they're just really lovely, all of them. So it's all good.
Hopefully we'll all go back to normal soon, and we'll get to see you on stages very, very soon.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if you don't mind sharing some keynotes to staying positive. I mean, everything changed, especially for people that work outside the tour. How do you keep positive? How do you keep mental healthy?
So I think, well, obviously calling your loved ones and speaking to them regularly is really helpful. But for me, on a personal level, like, I actually need to be outside for at least a little bit of the day. So I've been like exercising in the garden and stuff, like at least once a day. Like I'll just get up and I'm like, get up and go and try and just do something, so that gets me your blood pumping, and just you feel better for it, don't you? It releases endorphins. So that, and making sure you drink a lot of water, doing things you enjoy inside the house, like for me, writing music. And luckily I live with Liam, who is my best friend, as well as being a bass player. So it's pretty great.
It's pretty rad.
It's pretty rad.
I think, writing. We've done a lot of writing, which is great. Obviously, it's kind of working on the next album and all that kind of stuff. It's been funny, actually. Like, I've been doing a lot more socializing than I have been actually in the last couple of months. Just doing like online. Played poker with some friends last night online, and done a lot of hangouts, and I think everyone's in the same boat. So it's really nice. You can just call up someone out of the blue and just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I think that's a really good way of keeping the mind up, and call those people that you think might be a bit isolated, and just give them a, "Hey, how you doing, man?"
That's it. I had a bit of a moment last night where I sort of had when you just realise what's going on. Yeah, it kind of sunk in finally, and I called my dad and we spoke for ages on the phone, because I don't really get to see him very often, because usually we're touring and stuff. Actually, I don't really see as much of my family as I'd like. So it's been a good opportunity, I think, to catch up with people. So I'd probably just say to everyone else, like, reach out, like,
stay social, but virtually.
Yeah, virtually.
Virtually stay social.
What's social media for at the end of the day as well, right?
Yeah.
We can actually use it for what it was made to be used for now. So,
Hey guys, thank you very much for sharing that, and I do hope that it will end soon and we'll be able to actually interact with each other face to face.
Yeah, man, we look forward to it.
It'll be so good.
And if people don't know, your self-titled debut album was released in November. And if I'm mistaken, you're working on some extra tracks for a deluxe release. Can we get some updates on that?
Yeah, so I have actually just got the test pressings for the vinyl edition of it's like a deluxe edition on vinyl of our album, and I just got the test pressing through on Monday. We haven't actually listened to it yet. It's just in the box because we haven't got a record player here. You do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Embarrassing. But, the plan was to play it all with Jason and everything.
I was going to wait for everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we worked on 3 extra kind of stripped down tracks for the vinyl, especially for the vinyl version. And we're really, really happy with how they've come out. This kind of, because the album's quite heavy and loud, and it's really nice to strip back those songs and really get to the melodies and really hear where the song came from. And it's nice that they work in that kind of setting as well as, smash, smash, crash.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a very different side to us, but we very much have that side to us, I think. And we all really appreciate more stripped acoustic, very melodic music as well as heavy music. So,
and we got to have Fran, our lovely friend who's an amazing cello player.
Oh my god, so good
for all 3 of the tracks, the bonus ones, because she's on our last track of the album, and that was just an absolute dream. And she's amazing, and we just can't wait for everyone to hear.
Yeah, it's going to make you cry.
Yeah, it really did.
Cello makes everyone cry. It's amazing.
That's what you wish people. I just want to share the crying with everyone.
Yes. Make everyone sad. It's perfect.
Yeah. If I make someone cry, I feel like, oh, I've done my job.
And I've really enjoyed the album, and I've been following you from the first single. It looks like the album just took you to new heights, and I've really enjoyed following you on social media as well. The fans are interacting with videos and pictures and all the love. I wanted to ask about the other side from your experience in the studio with fans on stage. Is there something that either of you feels like we need to pluck from the root and make it disappear from our world, something that doesn't make you feel comfortable as a musician, as a person, as a fan, that you think we need to change?
Yeah, you go first, Liam. That's fine.
Well, I think you're probably better to talk on this one, but there's a bit of toxicity with
women wearing what they want to wear, and then calling them overly sexual if they wear something even slightly revealing.
I don't know who you're talking about. It's not about you, is it?
Basically, as we're a mixed band. We are all about equality and what the real meaning of feminism is, which is equal rights and supporting each other and everyone just being treated as an equal human being. And with music, it has been for forever, for as long as I can remember, it's been a way, fashion has been a creative part of that, and what you choose to wear is it's a form of expression and can highlight parts of your music and what it means and things. And obviously you kind of have to have a look, I guess, that makes you recognizable to people, and they're like, oh, that's Marisa and Liam in the band because that's what they wear in the band, and it makes you more memorable, I guess. And just me and Sophie in particular have got a lot of negative comments for things that we've chosen to wear, and it's been quite interesting seeing our super fans, I guess, stand up for us and properly go in on them. It's pretty funny, but
that is so nice. Yeah, I mean, 99.9% of people are super awesome, and we couldn't ask for better fans. But what the internet's like, that 0.1%,
the trolls,
assholes.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Assholes.
I was holding back, but yes, they are assholes.
Yeah. But I mean, the fans are great, and if we could strip that back, but it's the internet, it's the music, it's a male-led genre of music.
I think that's it.
General.
You've hit the nail on the head. That's what it is.
You're going to be fighting that always, but the reaction has been mostly awesome. It's a small thing. But,
I think women are still fighting for their place in the male-led industry that is rock, and it's happening. There are loads of female fronted. I can't use that.
No.
Hey,
it's
female-led, bands with females on it. They're all coming up out of the waters.
You are just digging there.
I know. I'm just digging a hole. Oh my god. I'm gonna write a song about digging a hole. As you can tell, I'm losing it slightly.
Isolation.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit sorry to hear about the fact that you had to deal with some stuff like that, but thank you very much for sharing that. And I'm hoping that our listeners are not affected by it. So I'm not sure that this is where we're going to start. But again, thank you for sharing that. And hopefully it will end soon as well, so we can talk about more positive things. But your lyrics are talking about between escapism and some personal stuff, but also about activism. Is it something that lyrically you will not touch, or something that you're already thinking about for the next album that you really need to deal with?
I mean, in terms of like how... I don't know. I think maybe I'm a bit unusual. I have a lot of emotions. I think anyone that knows me will know that I wear my emotions on top of everything, and I'm very see-through and like too honest sometimes. And when I experience things, it's very intense. So when things happen to me, whether or not I write about it in the moment or I write about it later, is another thing. But also, like, you know, seeing things happening in the world, like, you know, the issue with sexism, which I've written about in the first album, as well as, you know, war and all the things that make people like awful, like world leaders that are causing. Like, oh God, I'm just going off on one here. Can we just cut that out? No. Is that okay? I'm like getting nervous and not explaining myself.
No, right? I personally think like going with your lyrics is, I don't think we come through with outwardly being like, this is the message of this is, we're shouting for change on this. I think most of it comes through Marisa's personal experiences, and it's all that you can tell that through the songs, their stories and their person, and whether that comes into, you know, how people have treated her as a woman, or, you know, how the world has affected her. I think a lot of it comes through that, which I think is why a lot of people react to them so well, because it's a personal thing. It's not shouting out from the things, we've got to change this kind of thing, but it definitely touches on those things, which, you know, I think that's why it works so well.
Yeah, thanks, Liam. See, he's my Babel fish. I don't know if you know what that means, but anytime I need to say something and I can't get it out, Liam is my translator. So, I don't know what I'd do without him.
Thank you very much, Liam. Actually, I want to confront you too with the rumor about Liam. I don't know if you're aware of that, but you can either...
There's a rumor about me? I have not heard this.
Yeah, so you can confirm it or deny it. Right. So we already know that the band started with Marisa looking for more members to join the band. And the rumor is that Liam was a bit scared about joining the band because he that Marisa and the Moths is going to be a themed dress-up band, that the guys are going to have to dress up as moths for the show. Is that true?
I absolutely love this this rumor.
He was definitely really, really worried about joining.
I mean, I love this rumor. It's totally unfounded. I have no idea. There wasn't any talk of moth costume, but if anybody's seen how I dress, I would be so into that. Like, if you see the way I dress, like, I'm rather flamboyant as it is. So,
don't encourage him.
Yeah, I might just. I think you put that in my head now, man. I might just start building a 6 foot wide moth costume.
But don't. I'm already on it. I'm making attachable moth.
Perfect. But are they going to be 6 foot wide?
Maybe not.
Up
maybe not.
Strobe lines.
Are you trying to be the front man?
Always.
Is that what? I don't know why I asked that question. Oh God.
I feel like Marisa and the Moths is going to be so different once you come out of isolation.
So. Yeah,
come out of our cocoon.
Yeah.
Hey! No, don't high five me. That's terrible.
That was great. No, I loved it. Yeah, we're already pretty mad. To be fair, we're already a bit odd, so it's gonna go a bit crazy.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I don't know how. I think I might cry when we finally get on stage. Just like, oh, I missed you so much.
Yeah.
I like, because it's not just our moth stuff. Like we all do like those sorts of performing for work on the side.
Musicians. And
yeah.
Stuff, so it's all
everything
shut down as well. So literally,
just losing it slowly.
Yeah.
Hopefully, all that creative energy will just go into writing some good songs. We hope.
Yeah, we hope. Or they're all just going to be depressing and lonely songs at the end of it.
True.
4 walls, 4 more walls, staring down at me, no friends. Next single.
On that happy note, I was wondering, before we say goodbye, is there anything else that you would like to say to fans and listeners out there?
Stay safe.
Stay cool. Don't go out. and be putting people in danger. We're all in this together.
If you are a fan of ours, thank you so much. That's awesome. If you're not, have a listen, and you might be a fan. And if you don't like it, that's fine too.
Yeah. You're so like, yes, that everything is fine. Everything is awesome.
Everyone has their own, but no, it's really awesome, and we really look forward to when we do get to go out on tour, meeting all the new fans, and we can't wait for that.
Yeah, even if you don't like the sound of the album, maybe just come to the show and see if we can convince you. But either way, if you guys ever want to chat to us, like we're always up for a chinwag online, aren't we? We interact a lot with everyone.
Marisa is one of the main reasons the fan group and the fans are so great is because they get so much interaction, especially at Marisa. Like any question you ask online will be answered, and she's really good at it. We all try to, but Marisa's really good at it. So although I'm saying this,
you're saying I'm a phone addict.
Well, that but I think that's like the being a community between all the bands is really great.
And it's like all of the fans actually have like, they all make friends with each other, and it's so wonderful. Like they're all there for each other. Like we're there for them as much as we can be, but it's like there's, like we said before, so much positivity around our shows and things and online, which is, I think it's quite rare actually in this day and age, which is, it's really nice to be a part of.
Yeah, we're all nerds. It's great.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey guys, thank you very much for sharing.
No worries.
I've enjoyed it very much. So thank you very much for sharing and letting us into your world.